Crash Course DM.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crash Course DM. I'm Josh Greenway, your dungeon newbie and tenured pun maker, and with me today is our adventure party, including Kyle Kane.
Hey, what's up? It's Kyle Kane.
And Shay Ingram.
Hey everyone, it's Shay.
And rounding us out with Daniel Locke.
Hey everyone, it's Daniel.
We are with a smaller adventure party today, and we are going to be running a fun little one-shot adventure that we pulled from One Shot Wonders by Roll and Play Press called Curtain Call. We had a last-minute change-up in our schedule, and so today I have done a pretty quick job of putting an adventure together with the book and kind of bending it around the world that we do a lot of things in. And so some of my focus today is going to be running a very investigation-focused adventure where I feel like we haven't done anything like that so far. As usual, I'm going to be focused on time management in a bigger way. I have parts of this that I'm ready to kind of run differently depending on how we're doing for time and how you guys end up role-playing.
Right.
And I want to shift up where we usually end up in the action at the start and see if we can get things just sort of rolling a little more quickly into the initial stuff. So
He's going to kill one of us right in the beginning.
that's why I had you bring two characters. Daniel.
Thank you.
It's going to be me because I was late.
Aw.
It's a night for the theater. You've managed to secure tickets to the last show as you arrive at a large four-story brick building with a pointed slate roof and marble columns surrounding it. I wasn't supposed to read that part. Fuck. I already fucked up the first thing. Anywho, it's a night for theater, and you've purchased your tickets and are seated in the front row of the illustrious Emerald Lake Theater of Improvisation and Nonsensery. High ceilings reflect the hum of an excited, if somewhat undersold crowd. You're here to see the Sea Guppies perform on their final night as part of their residency in the Emerald Lake Theater of Improvisation and Nonsensery. A blue and bright green Aarakocra woman, Feather Locklear, has just shown you to your seats, and she bows away. Enjoy a night at the theater. Let us know if you need anything. You all take your seats front and center in the theater, and you have a few minutes before the lights are going to dim down. Let's go ahead and get to know our characters. Who are you? Who's your guy or gal? And did they get any concessions, and what did they get to bring in?
This is Daniel Locke here, and I am playing Crane Featherington, a noble peacock Aarakocra who is also a level 2 druid. He enjoys attending all theaters and mingling amongst the high nobles among Emerald Lake. Secretly, while also being a noble, he also ghostwrites under the pseudonym Fowl Mouth, where he is a theater critique, specifically of improvisational theater.
I can't think of a more insufferable person than an improv theater critic.
Although he is most particularly to high-end cocktails and whatnot, he does prefer to secretly enjoy some bird seeds on the side.
So he got a high-end cocktail and bird seed?
Yeah, just like a bag of bird seeds. I guess sunflower seeds maybe would be more accurate.
What is the drink that pairs well with sunflower seeds?
It's a prickly pear sour.
Interesting. Okay. Seated next to Crane Featherington is...
Hey, it's Kyle Kane, and my character today is Ned Barrymore. He's a noble and comes from a long line of actors and is enrolled in the local drama school. Really just a formality. Everybody knows the family. And is struggling in classes, surprisingly. I mean, the classes don't know anything. He should be teaching the classes. But, you know, that's the situation he finds himself in. And the professor said he could do some extra credit if he attended a local show. So he looked at this backwater troupe coming through and figured he'd go and do the paper.
Wow.
He's not happy about it. He only drinks... Well, he always drinks well. He only drinks water from his family's well. So he's got that with him, as well as some vines.
Red vines? Or
Blood bingo vines.
Blood bingo vines? Oh.
Call that.
He's noble. His family is well off?
Very.
Okay, so did he bring like a water bottle, or does he have like a tap to like family water so that they can bring it to him when he's ready for more? Like...
Oh, he's got a bottle.
Got it. Okay. And of course, next to Ned Barrymore is his good friend.
Hey everyone, this is Shay Ingram. Today I'll be playing Wyld. Wyld is a human druid, and he's just straight up not a good dude.
Okay.
He has lived a criminal life for basically since he was a child, stealing to get by and, taking out anyone that gets in his way. He actually has his eyes on the Barrymores and their fortune, and he has been able to finagle his way into a kind of a Big Brother program with Ned. Since he is failing his acting class, he was able to convince both the courts and his family that he would be a good role model. So he is attending the show with Ned under that guise.
Oh my God. Are we getting drill bit tailored here or something? What's going on here?
Oh my God. Are you all playing bad guys this time? Like, what is this?
I think we're just rich, snooty people. And then this guy's like pseudo bad, I guess.
No, he's bad.
He's very
not
bad.
a good dude at all.
Cool.
My fam, the Barrymores, agreed to have you.
Yeah, I was able to convince your parents that I myself am a renowned actor and that I was going to help steer you in the right way.
Might explain why you're failing right now.
Okay, perfect. Gotcha.
Yeah. I hope that's okay that I've created a backstory where I've lied to your parents, but
Yes. Perfect.
To be fair, he did blindly ask you right before we started recording if you were cool with him tying his character backstory to yours.
I didn't even realize you were a
Unquote.
noble at the time, so it worked
It's
out really
perfect.
well.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a reason that a criminal would be at a theater performance, so.
What was Wyld? Did he get anything from the concession stand?
2 large meads.
2 large meads. Love it. You're all hanging out in the front row, and you're doing the theater chit chat before the show, munching on your snacks, hiding your bird seed if you're embarrassed by it. And before too long, the arcane lighting that lines the ceilings dims, and a spotlight flashes onto the stage. And out strolls a satyr, gesturing excitedly out to a crowd of, there's probably 20 to 30 people in the room. He sports a spangled beret and a bright, matching waistcoat. He smiles and winks at the crowd and gestures out to everybody. Good evening, everybody! So glad to have you here. My name is Matches. Tonight we're going to put on a really great show for you all. A lot of this is going to be made up on the spot, and we're not going to tell you which parts are scripted. And people kind of politely clap at this. And he says, for our first act, before our intermission, we're going to have a local group opening up with an evening of improvised dance, reenacting a classic play, Agent Camdish in the Case of the Cantankerous Clydesdale, written by the one and only Agent Peaches. And we see a troupe of 3 dancers take the stage, and they're all wearing the same sequined outfit, and it looks like a Clydesdale. And they're just trying to dance as Clydesdales in these besequined outfits.
There's 3 of them?
Yes.
Are they like a troika?
Exactly. A troika of Clydesdales dance across the stage. And as they're performing, let's just go around and talk about some of the memorable moments as they reenact this play for all of you of Agent Peaches, The Case of the Cantankerous Clydesdale. Let's roll for initiative.
That's a 1.
8?
That's a 20?
20. Yeah,
That's
that's
a 20.
20.
All right, cool. So up first we have Ned Barrymore. Ned, what's one of the early scenes that stands out?
One of them is clearly more skilled than the others and is doing more advanced moves. And the others are the other 2 horses, Clydesdales, look bothered by that.
They're disappointed that they're not as good as that one.
Yeah.
And of course, this is happening in the classic scene.
It's their first parade, and they're trotting the parade.
It's the opening number, right? They trot in the parade, they dance down the street.
Yeah, they do the crip walk as they go across.
Crip Walking Clydesdales is the name of the number. And then up next in the initiative, we have Wyld. And Wyld, the next scene that kind of really stands out to you is...
Well, after the parade, there's that scene where they rescue the king and they all get a big old ransom. They all got a nice shiny crown. And I tell you, that crown looked right nice.
Okay, yeah, we're super focused on the crown. Yeah, it's wild how early on they just like rescue a noble in Act 1 of this play. And there's kind of a climax that happens after they rescue this noble, our natural one in initiative over here, Crane. What is the sort of twist that they run into?
Yes. At this very moment, once they've gathered up this wonderful king's crown emblazoned in gold and jewels, there is but one crown. So, as true improvisers do, they must all meld into one so they can wear the crown together.
And so they're improvising a dance where they meld into one being and wear a crown together to, of course, symbolize the value of it. And really, a lot of the rest of it goes by as a blur. It turns out that improvised dance in this scenario is maybe kind of hard to pay attention to, but after a while, things reach a climax. Something has happened, and there's a tap dancing number by the Clydesdales at the end, and one of them stabs the princess, and the villagers that have appeared in the background are all cheering. And well, I'm just gonna roll a performance check for them. Nobody claps.
No.
So yeah, the local improvised dance group, they leave the stage and the lights start to go up, and then you hear a scream from the back of the stage. Just a, "Oh my God, what happened?" And then you hear the clatter of tap heels as one of the Clydesdale dancers runs back out onto the stage and says, "Oh my God, somebody killed Matches! What happened?" And people start freaking out, and the audience of 20 people, they all start losing their mind, and they all stand up like, "What has happened? Oh my God, what?" And they all start funneling out to leave. And Feather Locklear is one of the ushers in the back trying to stop, like, "Oh no, I'm sure it's probably fine. Don't worry about it. We'll figure this out. Please don't. We really need the money, and technically we have to refund you if you leave this early, so please don't." And people keep leaving. She says, "I promise we're going to get the rest of it going, so please just don't." Several students walk out, and they're like, "The extra credit's not worth it, man. I'm not doing this." And you are very quickly left to where the three of you are the only ones left in the theater.
Crane cranes his head towards Ned. Well, clearly no one's ever seen a walk-on before.
Right, the first bit of believable acting.
Ah, yes. If I remember correctly, you're Ned Barrymore. A pleasure to meet you. I've met your mother, Drew, a few times during a few parties.
The pleasure's all yours.
It is. And who's this associate you have brought with you now?
Go ahead.
The accent is so contagious.
Fine, whatever. Name's Wyld. I'm
Ah, Wyld. And what house are you with?
house.
Yes.
I never lived in a house, mate.
You never lived in a house. So mansions. I'm sorry. What mansion, castle, and or keep have you resided in?
Why don't you tell me yours first in the address and what time you're not home at?
Ah, yes.
I'm just messing with you, pal.
Oh, good. Jolly good lad.
Doing a little bit of acting. I'm like an acting coach for the lad here.
Oh, an acting coach. That makes quite a bit of sense.
Not that I need it.
He
It's a
needs it.
charity program for the less fortunate.
Ah, I see. I understand. We all have to. The end of the year's coming, and we have to get all of our taxes in order.
Right.
Anyways, the theater is still quite empty. You figure the walk-on would be done by now.
The girl is just crying in the center of the stage in her Clydesdale outfit.
Well, I tell you, that stabbing during the dance scene was the least believable thing I ever seen, so I know that person didn't do no stabbing backstage.
Ah, yes, very true. Very lackluster stabbing going on. It's still very quiet in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this way and just consume some food and then be on my way.
Ned, you stay there and practice your vocals or something. I'm gonna go check and see on this body.
All right.
And I'll walk backstage.
So Wyld walks backstage, just steps. How tall is Wyld?
He's like 5'10".
Okay, like 5'10". Yeah. So yeah, Wyld just kind of steps over the legs of the crying dancer on the stage and walks behind one of the cheesy little cardboard cutouts of the throne that is in the back of the final scene. And you make your way through a small, narrow hallway where there are ropes and riggings off to the right as you sort of exit stage left. So you've got a bunch of rigging to your side. There's some bags up at the top, some arcane lighting, and there are a series of small rooms that have been built just behind where the stage is at so that people can have little dressing rooms and private areas. And there is one of the rooms that says matches in a placard, and it's one of the only ones with a real door. All of the rest of them have curtains, and the door is slightly open. And you see feet on the floor, and there is another crying Clydesdale lady in the room, just sobbing to herself.
I'm gonna go in the room. All right. The act's done. Everybody's left. Tell him to get up.
He's never gonna get up. He's dead. And she points at a stab wound in his side up next to his heart, where somebody has plunged something into him that appears to have caused him to die.
And there's no sign of like the weapon that he was stabbed with.
Make an investigation.
11.
With an 11, you don't find a weapon anywhere. You do notice that the wound is a couple of inches in diameter in his side, or I guess upper left torso, and it doesn't appear very clean, but you don't notice anything. You don't see the weapon anywhere per se. You do see like a couple of blood driplets that are away from the pool of blood under his body.
Okay. I'm going to address the crying Clydesdale and say, all right, I guess he is dead. I bet you want to know who did it.
Who are you?
I'm a guy who might be able to find out who did it. How much does that cost?
I don't.
What does it mean to you?
I just danced.
All right, well, who would I talk to about the reward for finding out who killed him?
I guess the manager lady, the bird.
Oh, okay. The one that seated the manager seats everybody?
We're really understaffed.
I'll say. All right, you sit tight here. If you find a weapon lying around, clean it off, keep it for me.
What? I don't think that's right.
Evidence or something. I'll come back for it.
Okay, are you a cop?
I could be a cop.
You can be a cop?
Legally, you can't ask me if I'm a cop.
What?
I'll be back. I'm going to go back out front. I'm going to go back up to Crane and Ned.
Okay, so Crane and Ned, what were you two doing in the time that that Wyld was backstage?
Crane was fervently scarfing down his bird seat so no one would notice and hiding the bag underneath someone else's chair. And then he whips out a notepad. He just starts writing really quickly on like what happened in the improv show, what were the highlights, the failures of the melding scene, the weird dance walk that they tried to incorporate, Match's death being the highlight of the reaction from the audience as being a wonderfully portrayed improv scene and a wonderful walk-on.
I've pulled up next to him, and I'm looking at his paper and copying what he's writing down for my extra credit assignment.
Yeah, so as you're furiously copying off of Crane, Wyld comes back out from behind stage.
All right, lads. Bloke's actually dead.
Dead?
Yeah, stabbed.
Ooh, like in the body?
Is this guy for real?
Like a real stab.
Yeah, like with a real sharp object, pierced his flesh, he ceases to be on the floor. Now, I think if we talk to that bird manager lady, maybe we get a little reward for finding the killer. I'm talking to Ned here, by the way, fancy pants.
Fancy pants, thank you.
Something's been in my throat. Wait, no. Damn it, I need an accent.
We've been working on a mimicking exercise, right? He does accents he hears out in the world. But it's not always appropriate, Ned.
Yes, this is not the time.
Right.
Someone has been stabbed. Just remember
right.
who you really are. Use like a trigger word to bring yourself back.
All right.
You are
Oh my God.
you are noble Ned Barrymore. You're from a long line of actors. You enrolled in local drama school. You're kind of uppity and proud sounding, like transatlantic maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna pivot and go like Kentucky there, but
Sure.
I was thinking Daniel Craig, but I can't remember what he's like in Knives Out.
Oh, okay. I was like, Daniel Craig's British, so yes, Knives Out Daniel
Right.
Craig.
Okay, I'll just stay uppity. So he was stabbed in the body.
Smashing.
Smashing. You're like, this isn't acting. This is for real. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm locked in now.
About time you pay attention to something. Here's what I think. I think we find out who did this. I've got a little bit of experience
In stabbing?
in finding people who've been doing stabs.
Finding people who do stab.
Like a detective, sir.
Right, like a detective.
He could be a policeman.
I could be. You can't ask me that, though.
That means we can trust them. We're the nobility. We're high in power. They're meant to help us.
Look, I don't really know who you are. You just happen to be sitting next to us and you didn't leave for some reason. But if you want to stick around, that's fine.
I'm also quite interested in this murder. We don't see very many of these in our circle.
Right.
If we could find out who might have done it, it might make for a great story by chance.
I'm sorry you're telling me the wealthy aren't familiar with murder. I have a hard time believing that one.
Oh no, we just do it like trickle down. We don't have to do it ourselves.
Yes, we don't get our hands
Dirty,
dirty.
yes.
Not ours.
Yes.
Someone like you.
Anyways, that's not the point here. I'm sorry.
It's a mystery.
A mystery. A murder mystery in a theater. Like that one show. with
And then
ghost.
the Aarakocra woman, Feather Locklear, approaches at this point in your dialogue and chirps up saying, she's like furiously eating birdseed too, like unashamed, just really stressed out. Like, if you're gonna go, it's fine. You could leave. Everybody else is left. We'll refund you if you leave in the next 10 minutes.
No, Miss Locklear, definitely not. We are all here to solve this murder. We have a detective that we can't ask if he's actually a detective.
Are you all police? Are you?
No, not us. I'm just rich.
They're both very, very rich.
I'm a Barrymore.
Oh my God. And she starts eating faster and faster. I didn't realize that we had nobles in the audience tonight. I could have asked them to save their murder for another time if I know. I just didn't know. I'm so sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine. If anything, you should do this more often. This was quite a show.
She like writes a note on a notepad really quickly. Okay, you're a cop?
Might be.
Can't
I'll take,
ask him.
honestly, I'll take it. That's fine. Listen, can you, like, before the other cops get here, like, can you do something? Can you help us figure out who did this?
Well, that depends. How much is that worth to you?
I mean, I could give you a cut of the door. I can give you my part of the cut of the door. I'm not really authorized to give everybody else's pay away, but,
There was like 20 people here max. How much could that possibly be?
well, the tickets were wildly overpriced, so it's like 89 gold pieces in the
What?
wallet right now.
You paid that twice for us to get in?
Why would you need a piece of a door?
What?
What?
You said a cut of a door. Why do you want a cut of a door?
Don't you work in the theater?
No, I'm just rich. I just come to attend the theater because it's fun.
Why were you writing all them notes when I walked up?
I didn't.
You were
write
writing notes?
No, clearly not.
Make a deception check.
11.
She rolled a 17.
Oh, shit. All my notes spill out. It's just like Fowl Mouth, and it's just like all of my like critiques from like the 3 other theaters I had were still on me. I was like doing
Are you
edits.
a coach or something? Are you? Wait, I would recognize these super mean statements.
Ah,
Are you Foul Mouth?
I don't speak common. No habla.
¿Hablas español?
Okay, fine. Yes, you caught me.
Como se dice liar?
That's a sentence. Yes, I also don't speak plebeian. So, anyways, no, I don't.
Offensive, but okay.
All right. We're getting off track here.
Yes,
If we find out who did this murder, you pay us your cut of the door.
Only if he promises to give us a good review.
No, you forget you know who he is.
Do you have any idea how valuable that information is in the theater community?
No, how valuable?
It's incredibly valuable.
How much could somebody make off of that information?
More than 89 gold pieces.
Right. Well, in that case, you forget that information, and I'll keep it locked right up here for a rainy day.
Why are you saying that in such a threatening way?
I'm not.
He's not. He's a detective.
I might be.
This doesn't feel good.
Anyway.
Do you want us to find out who killed this chap?
I do.
Okay, then.
Okay, we'll blackmail later.
Okay. Murder, right?
Okay, yeah, just can you please help us find who did this? Look, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like one of the stupid other dancers. Not dancers, sorry. It's one of those other like improviser performers in that guy's in Matches' troupe. So like you could go talk to them and maybe see, like, it had to have been one of them because everybody else was kind of afraid of / in love with him.
Well, okay. What were their names again? And which ones were in love with who?
Okay, so there's Matches, which you
Matches
you
is
know,
dead.
Matches.
He probably loved
is-
himself. So he could be a suspect. He could have killed
he
himself.
He did love himself.
It's really hard to stab yourself.
I guess so. He's the professional here.
Most people would chicken out right at the last minute.
You sound very confident, Ned.
I've seen a lot of stabbings, I said.
Stabbings of themselves.
Ooh, I have to
Sometimes.
retcon something from your check earlier. I just realized I forgot to tell you. When Wyld was in the dressing room, you also, next to the body of Matches, you saw his loot on the ground and it was broken.
I just remembered something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of froze there for a second and like blanked out.
It's probably not important.
Okay, you just stared for a long time. Okay, so there's Lurk, there's Kern, and there's Graham. And they're all in each of their dressing rooms, or they should be. Like, we can make them talk to you guys.
First things first, I think we should see the body.
Yeah, I
Right?
think it'd be good for him to see a body.
Yes, I've never seen a dead body
Yes.
before.
You're not one in an act or stage play.
Yes, maybe there's some more things. Maybe there are clues hidden on the body.
I gotta say, I'm really concerned about how excited you all are about this, but I'm just gonna let you go do that, and I'm gonna go see if I can figure something out with the front to stop people from going home entirely. So, you do that. I'll be out there just trying to, I don't know, tap dance until we can start the second.
Tell them there's a dead body. They'll love it.
They know that. Everybody knows that.
Oh, well then, that's all.
She sort of screamed it on the stage. We all heard it.
Yes, I thought that was part of the improv act, and it was like a very poor walk-on.
That explains some of these really hurtful comments about it not being believable up until the death.
Can you stop reading my article?
I'm sorry, you never took them back. So
I'm taking them back now.
She gives you your papers and she steps back out, or she's going to leave to go outside. Is there anything you guys want to ask her about or check in on before you go back to look at the body?
Is the bar still open?
Yeah, Terry's still back behind the bar. And there's just like a little gnome guy standing behind the bar on a giant stool, and he just waves over you.
I'll take 2 more maids.
You
Put them on the detective tab.
Got it. Yep, you got it. Detective Tap. Make a deception check.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
6.
A 6? Is that with your modifiers?
Yep.
Cool.
A -1.
Yep.
You're playing a deceptive.
We're not very smart.
Hey, no, there's not a detective's tab. You're not going to get me with that a second time, man. You got to pay for it.
All right. Worth a try, right, Ned? You got this.
Sure. Yes, put it on the Barrymore.
All right. He doesn't even blink.
There's just 2 giant tabs behind the bar. It's just like Barrymore and Featherington, and it's just like never been paid. It's just been building up.
And if you guys want to close out at the end of the night with me, that'd be great. I just haven't been tipped for the last 15 seasons of shows. Your family's been coming here.
Nope, we're going to continue coming here, so no reason to close.
Right.
Okay, it's just I paid on tips.
Sure.
Sure.
You're great.
Yes. A wonderful bartender.
So good.
Very good. Keep up the good work. More dead bodies, too.
Yes.
Okay, here's your meat, sir.
Thanks.
So, dead bodies and then questioning suspects. How would you recommend us going about this after we see the dead body?
All right, so Bird Lady told us about 3 blokes. Could have done it. I say we find the smallest one first and go have a little chat with him. If he doesn't tell us what we want to know, maybe we'll rough him up a bit. If he does tell us what we want to know, maybe we'll rough him up a bit.
So, no matter what he tells us, we rough him up a little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. The question is maybe. We got to be, like, open with what we say. Everything must be like a question mark for people. That's how detectives work.
Right. Now, you said
Right.
the littlest one.
Yeah.
The bartender's quite little.
Yeah, I don't think he's part of the improv
It's
group
not
of
one.
people. But if you want to talk to him first, go for it. I'm not going to stop.
No. I'll follow the detective.
Yes, detective?
You. All right. Y'all want to see a body?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to down both of the meads right there. Throw the glasses on the ground and march off.
No, that's fine. I'm cool to clean it up just like the last one.
Put it on his tab.
So Wyld jovially leads you all down back into the auditorium, and you make your way to the side of the stage that leads to where the dressing rooms are. And you approach and you find yourselves in Matchis's dressing room again. And the dancer from before is now gone. She's no longer in there. You see Match's body on the ground, laying in a pool of his own blood. You see his countertop is covered with a lot of makeup, like a lot of makeup. There's a lot of hair product in there. Somebody make me an investigation check. Or maybe what are your passive perceptions?
My passive perception?
Yeah, I didn't have it.
15.
14.
12.
Okay, cool. So your passive perceptions will tell you that there's also a lot of products in there for like restoring like fake hair. Like it's a very, very vain individual. There is a diploma on the wall from Miss Mary's Dance Institution, which is a private dancing school that has like a pretty wide renown on the west coast of the continent here. And a lot of the stuff that was on the countertop was knocked over as if there had been some kind of tussle. And you see the broken lute on the ground next to the body, just outside of the pool of blood.
All right, there it is.
Ooh. I've never seen a body before.
Yes, it's quite
Whoa.
unnerving.
Usually it's covered in stage blood, but this is not the same.
No, the blood just coagulates and darkens and is oh so sticky.
Heavens, you've touched it.
I did. Oh no, why am I covered in it? Oh, I've been touching his body. That's why.
If you have an onion, that'll take care of that. It's a decoagulant.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
I eat a blood bingo vine.
So there was a struggle in here, is what we have understood.
Yeah,
right?
you'd understand there was some kind of struggle.
Do we see any photos of like his troop so we can figure out which one's the smallest?
Make an investigation check.
8.
You don't find a photo of the entire troop, but you do see a picture of Matches, and it's in a frame. And there's another person next to him, and it just says "Best Bros Forever, Love Mom" on the outside of the frame. And it's a photo where it's Matches, and then there's another very similar looking satyr with his arm around him. He's kind of half cut out of the frame, as if the photo that's framed in it has been folded in half so that Matches is in the middle. And it is an emerald-eyed satyr, also wearing a less fancy spangled beret and bright matching waistcoat. It's slightly duller in shades than the other ones. He walks, or you see him holding a cane in the photo, and they're sort of standing like with each other, posing for the photo.
A family member, or maybe a troop member. I can't tell. They said best bros love mom, but they could just be friends.
It looks like somebody was trying to suggest that they should be good brothers, and it's written in a feminine handwriting.
Yes, I've gotten these gifts from mother before. I understand what's happening here. They're actually not friends with each other. They're actually brothers, but they're vying for the house seat. So they're actually trying to kill one another, but not with their own hands, just with words.
Your classic family squabble.
Seems to be the case.
You got all that from that picture?
Yes.
Pretty obvious, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no, I never had a family.
What about me?
I'm basically your employee, really. I mean...
Right, okay, yes, it's...
Did you think we were actually brothers?
No, it's title only, big brother, no.
Did you think that your family, adopted me as your brother?
I wasn't sure. I don't know.
Okay.
There's...
Does Ned look disappointed to me?
I think so.
Fine.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm a grown man. It'd just be kind of odd for your parents to have adopted me.
Right, adopted, or maybe, I don't know, maybe out of... My father's had many affairs.
Oh.
Could be a long-lost brother. It's not the first time.
It's happened to me 3
wait,
times.
hold on.
Yes, it's quite common in our circles.
Yes.
So if that was true, if we was to find out that maybe my old man was actually the same as your old man, I'd be part Barrymore and thus entitled to the Barrymore fortune.
Well, not at all, no.
No.
You're not going to carry the name out of wedlock.
Yes, exactly.
Could you imagine? Half the town would be Barrymores and
Featheringtons.
Featheringtons.
It'd be such an incestuous town. It'd be terrible.
Half the town? Your old man's really that much of a man whore.
Well, my old man and...
My old man and my old man's old man?
Right, generations of
Out of wedlock children.
kids having fun.
Yes. Emerald Lake is full of them. Doesn't mean they get our names.
This place is fucked up.
Anyway, that picture, was it folded? Could we unfold it?
Oh, yes. We saw the picture of the other satyr brother on there, all right?
Yeah,
we
you see the other
already
one there.
unfolded.
So if you take it out and unfold it, you'll see them both standing together in a photo that appears to have been semi-recently taken of the two of them.
But no name of the brother, correct?
Oh, yeah, if you flip it over on the back, it definitely says Lurk and Matches.
So Lurk is the brother. And we learned that he uses a cane. Is that correct?
Yeah,
he walks
Lurk
with a
has a cane.
He walks with a cane, which means he's smaller than us, which means he's probably the next one we have to go to.
Why does a cane imply he's smaller?
Well, it means he only can walk with one limb, so he is inherently going to be limping to the side, so he's a little lower to the ground. Is that how that works?
I mean, it could be a stage cane.
That's true.
I've known lots of blokes that use a cane, so you get in close, think they're vulnerable, and then, bah, they get you.
Man, these theater types, so hard to understand.
Yes, they are. A world of its own. Can I inspect the diploma? I'd like to see who it's presented to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't even have to roll for that. I'll just tell you that the diploma has Match's name written on it.
Is it just Matches?
Yes.
No Lurk.
Not a stage name. I would have guessed that was a stage name.
Yes.
No. Matches.
And is the murder weapon in the room still or no?
Based on well, you can make a check for it. He checked for it earlier. I'm assuming he would have told you that it wasn't there.
Oh, yes. 15.
With a 15. The murder weapon is not there, but you
Okay.
do see specks of blood. There are a few of them that are outside of the puddle of blood around the body, but there's an even smaller amount of them leading towards the door, but they stop right before the door.
So Ned and Big Brother Wyld. It seems the murder weapon has gone missing. So if we find the person with the murder weapon, we've solved the case. They clearly murdered Matches. And what it looks like, it's probably his brother Lurk.
Right. We need to find what lurks in the dark.
Yes. Let us be on our way. And we start skipping along.
All right. Lead the way then.
So as you walk out the door, the first dressing room was for Matches. And then as they go down along the line, the second dressing room has a curtain pulled across it, and it has the name Graham written on a piece of paper that's stuck to it. And then under that name, it says assistant to the director. And then the next one down is Kern. And then the very last room is for Lurk.
Kick open the door.
It is a curtain.
Oh, I kick open the curtain. Well, a lot less dramatic. Pulls it open. Lurk! Where's the sword or dagger or whatever you used to stab your brother?
What? Never assume you know what the murder weapon is.
Oh, or cane. Yes, where's your cane?
You burst your way into Lurk's dressing room. You yell out at him, and there's bright buntings and old posters of the previous shows at the theater are all hanging on the walls, and he's added a couple of their improv troops show flyers to the wall as well to make himself feel more at home. And he has a groomed mastiff that is inside of the room, and there appears to have been like a receptionist area set up with a little door, and then he is sitting on the other side of it. And he looks at all of you and he says, "I'm sorry, I'm busy right now." And he just looks back down at his hands while he's just kind of sitting pensively.
Real quick, mastiff as a dog?
Yeah,
Okay.
as in a giant dog.
Oh, wow. Huge.
Yeah, it's a golden mastiff. Like it's a very it looks like it's it's been enchanted to look like it's made of gold.
I'm going to whisper to Crane really quick and be like, corollary to the rule earlier, if the smallest guy has the biggest dog, you don't start with him.
We'll be back later.
Yeah, sure, whatever, man. And he just doesn't pay attention to you, keeps staring off into the middle distance, and you walk out of his dressing room, and where do you go next?
Well, now I'm at a loss for words. It was supposed to be Lurk, but he has a big dog.
Well, I never said the smallest guy is definitely the one that did it. I said that's who you start questioning. But if he's got a big dog, all bets are off.
Are there any more of these secret rules? Corollaries?
Well, the thing about a corollary is you don't know about one until you stumble upon it.
Any more we can stumble upon?
If
Something about fish?
Yeah, if you find a guy with a fish tank, break the tank first.
Okay. But just on the floor and murder his fish?
Hey. If I break a fish tank, I didn't murder no fish. The lack of water will eventually murder the fish. But that's a side of what I did. I didn't directly murder a fish, now did I?
He's right, you know.
Is he?
Yes.
If you stab a man, then it's not the stabbing that kills him, but the bleeding out.
No, it's just stabbing. I didn't stab a fish, though, did I?
Well, why would you?
If I put a hole in your home, did I kill you?
No, there's just a hole in your home.
No.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, not our home. We've got many walls.
Is it my fault that a fish's home contains its very life essence? I didn't decide that, did I?
Well, now we're getting to it. Right.
Now I taught you something, didn't I, little brother?
Which room are you guys walking to as you're having this dialogue?
Well, we have Kern and Graham next. And I'm looking at him. Kern has the little paper. No, Graham has the paper.
Graham has a little paper that says assistant to the director. Yeah,
And then Kern has nothing.
correct. Just a little shabby name tag on the.
On the one hand, I wouldn't want to be referred to as the assistant of the guy. But on the other hand, that guy doesn't have nothing at all. Who has more right to be upset?
I'm also realizing we're separated by these people by curtains. They can probably hear everything we're saying.
That's a good point.
You hear almost like simultaneously from behind both curtains. Yep, totally.
Well, if you can hear us, then why don't you just tell us which one of you is more likely to kill Matches?
Or is smaller and doesn't have a big dog.
Neither of us has a dog.
Any fish tanks?
You do hear from the. From Kern's room, you hear a very nervous, Yes.
Boom! Crane kicks down the curtains,
You know what to do.
grabs a chair, throws it at the fish tank.
Oh my god. Do you really do this? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, so you burst through a curtain into what has to be the shabbiest dressing room of them all. There's chipped paintwork and split wood that stand out amongst a bunch of really old, broken furniture. And there's parchment that's nailed next to the door that just says, leave me alone if I don't answer. And there's a moderately large fish tank on a dilapidated old credenza. Crane bursts through the door, grabs one of the broken old chairs, and roll for attack.
That's an 11 to hit.
That hits, yeah. Call your shot, man. What, like,
I take the shabby chair and I close it and just like WWE like swings it and just cracks it from like the flat side. And it doesn't break the first time. And I'm like, that's weird. And then I just like shove into it with a leg. Takes me a while to leak out though, because it's like the whole of the leg is still lodged in the fish tank.
as he is initially like surprised and disheveled as you come bursting through the curtain, Kern stands up as you swing at the fish tank the first time. He's like, "Whoa, what are you doing? What's wrong with you, man? Don't do that. Oh, good, you didn't break it." And then you swing at it your second time and smash through it. And he's like, "Why would you do that? That's the only thing that makes me happy. It's all I had."
Why do we do that?
Well, now we'd be more likely to tell you the truth because you just destroyed something you loved.
I don't want to tell you anything. You're a monster.
What else do you love?
Nothing. I don't love anything anymore.
Well, that does make it tough because he'd know we destroy more things he loves, but if he doesn't love nothing else, then it makes it a little difficult.
Oh.
Are you a gangster?
No, I might be a cop.
Are you a cop?
You can't ask me that.
Don't worry. I know how to deal with this. Through my druidic knowledge, I can speak to animals, and fish are animals, and now we have them by the ropes because they still have something they need, which is water.
Hey, he's learning.
And I cast speak with animals, and I talk to the fish. Did he kill the guy? Did you kill the guy?
They're all flopping and going, "Kill me!"
Can I also cast speak with animals?
Yeah.
So did I hear that?
Yeah.
So you had to saying kill me because they ain't dead yet because he
No.
didn't kill them.
I can't understand fish.
My point is he didn't kill them because now they're begging for death.
I have a family. We were a family.
Yeah, I know you're all together. It's fine.
Can't breathe.
Who stabbed Matches?
I don't know what you're talking about. I live in a fish tank.
Did you see a knife or a sword or a dagger be brought in here?
No.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
I unscrew my family Barrymore water bottle, and I'm gonna. What kind of fish are these?
They're like little goldfish.
Like little?
Yeah.
And I pick them up and I put them in my family bottle.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? Those are my fish.
See, now we have something you love.
Saving them. And yes,
He's learning quickly this one. I like him.
Just don't hurt him, okay? Just don't hurt him.
Then tell us what we want to know.
You can't keep them in the water bottle for too long or they'll get smaller. They grow to the size of the container they live in.
Wait, what?
They're goldfish.
They'll shrink?
I think so. You'll notice there is no diploma on his wall.
I talked to the goldfish. Do you guys shrink?
No. One day I will grow large and I will defeat you all.
I start spilling the water.
Vengeance will be no.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is actually your family water. I
yes,
know.
that's Barrymore water.
I apologize.
It tastes so fancy.
Now, actor, what do you know?
I don't know. What do you want? You guys just broke in here and you kidnapped my fish.
Well, to be fair, the goal wasn't originally to kidnap your fish. It was to send a message, but you're so pathetic and you got nothing else going on in your life, so we got to keep your fish.
Right, the original
Why?
plan was to kill your fish.
What? Oh, hold on, hold on.
No, not
He
be
starts
clear.
crying.
We weren't going to kill the fish. We were going to break the aquarium, and the fish were going to die. But we didn't kill the fish. Now tell us, why'd you kill Matches?
How would you like it if somebody punched a hole in your home with a chair?
I ain't never had a home.
Sounds like a personal problem. Why should I help you? Oh, yeah, you have my fish. Fuck!
Ned, eat one of the fish.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't do it. I'll tell you what. You just have to tell me what you want to know.
Wait, he's telling us. Yes. We want to know if you
Alright.
killed Matches.
No, I didn't kill Matches.
Who killed Matches?
I don't know, man. I don't know, okay? It just wasn't me. I was busy. I was feeding my fish before the show. Before our part of the show.
Okay, but Matches died before your part of the show.
Well, we go after the intermission. Well, we were gonna go.
To be fair, Matches is in basically the whole show because he introduces the show. You didn't like that, did you? You didn't like that he was in a bigger part of the show, did you? He introduces the acts. He's the guy. He's the guy everybody loves. You didn't like that.
He has a
No,
diploma.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Make a perception check.
Inside or
Either or.
I got a 10.
9?
All right,
7.
Okay, cool. No one knows.
He seems, just genuinely worried about his fish. And he's like, I didn't love the guy, but like nobody loves the guy.
Love the guy.
He's kind of a dick.
Who loved the guy the least?
Or who loved him the most?
I mean, his mom probably loves him the most. It's alarming.
Where's his mom?
She lives over in like some farm. I don't know.
A farm upstate?
What's a state?
Right. How do I talk to the poor?
Look, I never liked Matches, okay? He's kind of a dick. And to be honest, like, I'm not mad he's gone.
Right.
There's a lot of reasons you could have wanted him dead. Your dressing room looks terrible. The only thing you've got is this fish, which has a fragile life, as we're finding out.
You don't gotta keep threatening me, man. Like, you've got my fish's lives in your hands. Like, I get it.
Right.
I just, like, I don't like him, okay? And to be honest, like, again, I'm not sad that he's gone.
What was that? You were about to say something there. I saw it in your eyes. You hesitated.
Look, I've got kind of a grudge on the guy because
Tell me more. And I whip
He
out my notepad.
he let a weasel loose in my room.
A weasel?
And it almost got my fish.
Was this recent?
Yeah, it's still in here somewhere.
Oh, it could be alive. It could be someone we can question.
It is alive. Godspeed catching it, but it's alive.
The weasel might have saw the murder.
You've still got to speak with animals. Can you get this weasel talking?
Hey, Weasel, you in here?
We have fish.
You just hear the two of them going, making weasel noises.
Okay.
There's 2 of them?
Yeah.
No,
No,
you
you
two.
two talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, you call out to the weasel, and you do hear a voice in the back of the closet somewhere in the dark that just sort of ekes out and is like,
What do you want?
"Oh,
Who dares disturb my slumber?
You was napping?
I'm always napping.
Mm.
I am the nap. Are you laughing?
No?
He's an excitable little fellow. Don't worry about him.
Does this seem like a joke to you?
you can't see this thing at all. You're just hearing the voice."
The guy what let you loose it. You know
Yeah,
him?
he was a cool dude.
Yeah, he dead. He's dead.
Damn.
You think the guy in this room, the nervous one who only cares about his fish, you think he could have done it?
Nah, he can't even stop me from taking his fish. There's no way he could have killed anybody.
Good point. Good point.
He lacks the guts to
What-
follow through.
What about the one next door with the big dog? You
I
know
don't
him?
fuck with that dog, man.
What about the other one?
I don't hear a lot from the Graham one. It just sort of keeps into the room by themselves, but it smells good in there. I'd like to get in.
Smells good.
Smells good.
It smells good, yeah.
Like what?
I don't know, like flowers and stuff.
I'm translating to Ned or to
Oh.
this entire thing.
All right.
I was offering Kern a blood bingo vine as you guys are squeaking.
All right. Maybe we'll pay him a visit and see what he's all about.
You should do that. Hey, if you leave a curtain up, maybe disable a little motion alarm or something, maybe there's something in for you later. It for you later.
Motion alarm.
Yeah, he's got like a little mirror on the ground that I can't pass.
Ah.
Just kick it over, bruh.
All right.
Good man.
I'm going to start heading over to Graham's room.
I look at the fish, nod at Ned, and walk off.
Can I have that back now?
Yeah, I hand him my bottle with his fish in it.
Oh, this is a really nice bottle, man. This is like, is it the Barrymore crest?
Yes. I've got many of them.
You are a Barrymore.
Yes, clearly.
I guess this is just my fish's new home now, because this is too cool to not use. And he takes his fish and goes to sit it down on the other end of the credenza from the busted fish tank.
It's good to give back to the people. Thank you for
quite
your
nice.
help.
Truly, your terrifying generosity knows no bounds, sir.
I know.
I'm glad you saw my communication through eyes and nods.
Yes, of course, and the
Perfect.
tax write-off. of
Yes, exactly.
donation.
There you go. You know.
Do you have
know.
a donation slip? Can I get one?
I guess if you talk to the peacock lady, she does all of our paperwork here, but she needs, I'll sign off on it.
Fine, thank you.
Taxes, right? So you make your way down to Graham's room. Again, there's a sign that reads Assistant to the Director.
Gonna knock on the curtain. Are you in, Graham?
There is no answer.
Might be locked.
Wait, is it a curtain or a door?
Yeah, it's a curtain.
A locked curtain. It could be. You've had experience.
So I was making a little joke. I once knew a guy's last name is Locke, but nobody here got it, apparently. So guess none of you know him.
Nope.
It was too close. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I also didn't get it.
If he's not answering, then we have the right to go in.
Ah. I had no idea that was the process for
Right.
detectives.
Yes,
It's called probable cause.
right. And we've got... There's no stopping us. It's green all the way in.
That's right. So, one of you fancy boys, take the first step.
The
Good
green
learning
flag.
experience for you.
All right. Crane backs up. He's kind of getting ready to do a nice jumping kick. He stretches up. He's limbering ugh.
And that's what we're going to stop for today. We'll catch up with everybody else at the end of the next episode, but for now, dear listener, let's get into some of my hearts and wishes. This overall was really fun to listen back to for me because we actually recorded this one a while back, I think December or something like that. I actually forgot a lot of what was said and done, so it was kind of like listening back for the first time for me. I have a few hearts and just a couple of wishes. I wish that I'd teed them up a little bit better for describing the dance scenes in the improvised dance. In the moment, I remember thinking, oh, I probably should have given them an example. I also wish that I had caught that Shay was playing with last names after Kyle punned Ingram, Shay's last name, towards the end of this episode. Shay Ingram, Daniel Locke is very fun. I just wish I could have found a way to cane the other names in. Or well. I wish that I'd prepped a lot less, actually. I glanced at my notes as I was listening to the recording, and I could hear myself cutting content in the moment and editing on the fly. And I remember in writing this thinking that, maybe there's a lot here. Maybe I don't need to do as much as I did. Oh well. In general, I think that mystery adventures in D&D should probably be like Forrest Gump. Just simple, with the appearance of depth. Hearts-wise, I am always a sucker for a snooty villain run. I really enjoyed the insane phrases and perspectives that kept coming from Shay's character. Wyld is an apt name because he had the most wild things to say. The whole "are you a cop" bit, you can't ask me that, I really enjoyed. And then I really liked that Kyle was trying to save things in his character's moment by putting the fish in the Barrymore water bottle. That was very cute, very fun. Daniel's character being right, how do I talk to the poor? Another just some banger lines from everybody in this one overall. Love the character work. I had a bunch of fun with this episode. I hope you did too. We love talking about Crash Course DM with ourselves and with you. So feel free to engage with us on social media under @CrashCourseDM or using the hashtag CrashCourseDM. You can talk about us online. This episode of Crash Course DM was edited by Josh Greenway and Daniel Locke, brought to you by Anything You Can Do, starring Daniel Locke, Kyle Kane, Shay Ingram, and Josh Greenway, yours truly, as the Dungeon Master. This was written and put together using the short stories from One Shot Wonders from Roll and Play Press. We'll leave a link in the description or in the show notes for you around that. Can't say enough good things about that book. Thank you for listening to another episode of Crash Course DM. We do new episodes for you every week on YouTube and your favorite podcasting platform of choice. Word of mouth is our best friend right now, so please tell your friends, your family, and your enemies all about the show, and we'll catch you here next week. We're talking to Lurk, right?
Whoever has fish.
Okay,
No, I think Lurk had the Mastiff.
No, Lurk has the Mastiff, so it's not Lurk.
Oh, sorry, you're right. We're talking to Kern.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kern.
sorry.
Kern has
Give me
fish.
just 1 second. I have to refer to my notes. Again, this adventure game.
I just have Lurk, Mastiff, Kern, fish. I'm going to find out what animal Graham has, and that's what they're going to be identified as.